Hey fellow Vault Wearers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we are reviewing the Lightsaber of Fallout 76, otherwise known as Plasma Cutter. How good is it? As of today, 2023. So, let's dive in. If you are unfamiliar with this weapon, you can obtain it from completing daily ops or from Minerva, and all modifications from the weapon can be purchased from Vault 79. Now, after you get this weapon, why is it so special? Of course, first, it kind of looked like a lightsaber if you wanted to, but second, it does offer incredible damage. I was positively surprised when I was retesting this weapon, as it is performing on par with a two-handed weapons, even though it is a one-handed weapon, which means the speed of medium. I would risk to say here and say that this is the most powerful and the best from the classic melee weapons that you actually swing. Of course, it cannot compete with something like chainsaw or auto axe. So now, just a quick look on its modifications. What you can do with the Plasma Cutter is 4 options. From the bottom, it's Standard Blade, you don't want it. Then you have Shocking Blade, with the highest damage, but only a little bit higher than other two. We have Flaming Blade next, and Cryo Blade. From those two blades, it's up to you which one you choose. I would recommend one of those, as Cryo will slow down enemies by 60%, and Flaming Blade will give you a possibility to use friendly fire and heal your allies. So this is, in my opinion, more useful than freezing in most case scenario, as you can have better freeze from Cold Shoulder than from that. So I would go with Flaming, and on top of that, Flaming is the most lightsaber looking one and sounding. There is something very interesting about this weapon's sound, but I need a dead enemy to showcase that for you. And good news here, this weapon is so powerful that you can run it full health without speccing into anything special. Only have rank 1 of Gladiator. Don't look at all the perks, not all of them related to this build. Some of them are for explosions, but for the weapon, Incisor, Martial Artist, 1 rank of each Gladiator, and some general damage boost. I will not go too deep into the build, as it's not a build video. Then I'm solo, so melee damage is only plus 20% from some food that I have running, so that's not much buff at all. And in power armor, my strength is really low too, so not too much strength, not too much buffs going on. Let's slice some super mutants. Oh, what I forgot to mention, you can apply skins to this weapon. We'll get back into it. First, let's slice some super mutants. And in power armor, if you do not know, power armor gives a benefit, I mean damage bonus to power attacks with melee weapons, one-handed and two-handed. So you can see I'm power attacking almost one-hitting those level 100 super mutant. Or if I swing normally without power attack, you can see that's 3 swings with this instigating weapon. With power attack, it will be in a second 1 swing if my adrenaline kicks in. And that's something that can happen with any melee weapon. As you notice, I did the damage and then suddenly it reverted. That's a bug, old bug related to power attacks. It sometimes apply power attack first and then removes it. Okay, that's a correct hit now with adrenaline stack. 1 hit. And if I'm sprinting and I will press a regular attack button from the sprint, it does count as power attack, even though it's a very fast swing. Now, that's the only way to apply power attack from VATS. If you want to apply power attack from VATS, you need to be sprinting towards your enemy, open VATS, and then quickly press attack button. And as you can see, explosion killed a bunch of them at once, because that was explosive power attack. Explosion is of course from the legendary perk Hack and Slash, the one that is actually super good from legendary perks. And yeah, I think performance speaks for itself. Full health build, solo, without much buffs at all. Total strength of 16, so that's low. And of course, melee weapons do benefit from your strength. Strength increases damage directly. You could run it without power armor and boost the damage with unyielding. Of course, you can do that. But you don't need to. You can run in power armor if you choose to. So this weapon works great, power armor, non-power armor. And now what I wanted to show you is the sound. The fun fact, if I swing in air, that's a different sound than if I swing against enemy. Oh, the super mutant is talking and interfering with my sound experiment. Stop talking, please. Oh, stupid bats. Yeah, bats, it's not something I like, because enemies move a little bit and you cannot target them. Drops to 0% hit chance. I hope Bethesda will work on those, as melee weapons, classic melee weapons, could be so much more powerful with those little bugs fixed. Who's still talking? So I have all blades and I can show you the sound. In air, enemy. That was electrified. Then flaming. Then freezing. As you can see, it's different sound depend if you are hitting enemies or not. So which one is the most like lightsaber? I think the flaming for me, because it looks like lightsaber, and when I'm hitting enemies, it always sounds as like almost exactly like lightsaber. Then you can apply skins, what I forgot to show you before. It counts as sword, this weapon. Plasma cutter counts as sword, so you can apply the sword skins, like this samurai sword or Alistar sword. 2 skins are available, and this will completely transform the weapon and sound. So you can see total transformation. It will retain, of course, the damage and behavior in combat, everything the same, but it will look totally different. I'm not a big fan because I want a lightsaber, but there is an option. In regards to legendary effects, almost everything goes. I was trying with junkies, I was able to one hit. With vampire, with 3 or 4 buffs, I was able to one hit everything. More power attack damage or faster swing speed is the best too for the 2nd star. The really good combo would be more power attack damage and less damage while power attacking on the 3rd star. That would be probably the best roll, regardless of the prefix. More power attack damage, less damage while power attacking would be the best. I have a bunch that I was testing, but really the swing speed is probably my favorite, because if the power attack failed to do correct damage, you can quickly follow up with another swing. And faster swing speed does apply to your power attacks, so power attacks will be faster too, not only regular attacks. So this is really good. And less action point cost. If you plan to fight bosses, something like anti-armor, faster swing speed, less AP cost, would be a really good option. But anti-armor only for bosses. You have enough armor penetration from Incisor alone versus regular enemies. So regular enemies, I would go with Instigating or Vampire, then faster swing speed and whatever 3rd star. So this is Plasma Cutter, the lightsaber of Fallout 76, 2023 review. What do you think about it? Do you plan to use it now? I think it is amazing. Fast swing, very light weapon, very good damage. Perfect for me. And that being said, thank you all for watching and see you all in the next one.